Today I will be reciting a collaboration of themes. One by T.L. Cherry, Freedom Ain't Free. Freedom ain't free, the price is pretty steep. The cost to be free didn't come cheap. Some paid the price with mental and physical abuse. But for some, the price was the most horrific abuse. For others, it was a march holding a picket sign. For some, it was jail and paying a fine. But for many, freedom came at a much, much higher price. The price to be free cost them their life. They died so we wouldn't have to suffer the same abuse and neglect. They died so we would be able to walk tall with pride and respect. So when you decide not to read any book ever wrote, when you decide not to exercise your right to vote, when you set out to succeed but fall short on success, when you don't try again because you just settled for less, when you don't get back up when you get knocked down, when you lie there feeling sorry for yourself with your face to the ground, when you're down on your knees and don't stand to your feet, when you don't fight back but accept defeat, when you quit midstream instead of going all the way, when you just don't feel like giving it your all that day, when you fail to be all that you can be, just remember that freedom ain't never been free. To all the civil rights leaders that fought for our freedom, we have to say thank you. And like my pastor, the Reverend Dr. Charles G. Adams, I too wish I had 10,000 tongues just to say thank you. If I were Chinese, I'll say Odia. If I were Danish, I'll say mango tot. If I were Italian, I'll say grazia. If I were Hebrew, I'll say toda rabbi. If I were Greek, I'll say eucharisto. If I were Portuguese, I'll say obligato. If I were Spanish, I'll say muchas gracias. If I were German, I'll say dankeschön. If I were French, I'll say merci beaucoup. If I were Russian, I'll say spasiba. If I were Kenyan, I'll say ashanta. If I were Nigerian, I'll say Eshe Poo. If I were Zitu, I'll say India Boga. If I were back in the 80s, I'll say good looking out. And if I were deaf, I would say, but since I am who I am, and we got what we got, and we feel just how we feel, we just have to say thank you for all they have done and all they are still doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Come on, sing with us.